Hey, what's up guys? Matt here with Fix Anything Save Money. Today we've got another tool tutorial for you. This is a Hart Reciprocating saw, or Sawzall as they're commonly called. So this is model HPRS011. So we're just going to be going over the features of this, and then we're going to be providing you with a demonstration just cutting through a scrap 2x4. So you can see here it comes with this wood cutting blade. So the first thing we'll do is we're just going to show you how to install the battery on this. So you can see here these two grooves right here are going to line up with these two grooves on the bottom of the tool, and then we're just going to slide it in until we hear a click. Okay, so then moving up the tool, we have our trigger right here, and you can see here we have our lock and unlock button. So right now the tool is locked, so when you push this in, it locks the tool and makes it so you can't pull the trigger. And then when you unlock it, you can see here, we're going to be able to pull the trigger. So what I always recommend is anytime you are transporting the tool, and especially when you're changing the blade out, I recommend having it locked and always just pulling the battery. Because if you pull the battery, you don't even need to lock the tool because there's not going to be any power to it. But pull the battery, make sure it's locked, and then you can mess around with changing out the blade on this. So there's really not much to this. We'll just go through how to insert the blade. So you can see here this little blue lever. If we pull that up, that's going to release a piece inside here and allow us to insert our blade. So while it's pulled up, we're just going to put our blade into that slot right there. Try to make it so you can see. Okay, and then just pull the trigger, or pull this little lever down, let it down, and now the blade will be locked into place. What I always recommend doing is just grabbing it from here and just giving it a couple pulls. Make sure it's actually seated and locked into place, and then when you want to remove it, again just pull this up and then just pull this straight out. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put the blade back in. Okay, pull it. We're good there. And then we'll go ahead and put our battery back in. And then we can pull our trigger. So you can see here it's locked right now. So we'll push that to unlock it. Just pull our trigger and test it out. Okay. So now we'll grab a scrap 2x. And it's always better if you have this material clamped down, or if it's already like, if you know you're cutting through framing or something, it's already secured. So I should have this clamped, but for this demonstration I'm just going to hold it with my hand and use this with one hand. But it's always better to use this tool with two hands because it does put off a lot of vibration and it kind of jiggles the tool around. But a good thing, a good little tip is when you're getting ready to start it, so we're going to have it unlocked. So right now we're unlocked, and you're going to want to start the saw before you make your cut down. If you already have it resting on the material and then you press the trigger, it's going to bounce all around and it's just not going to give you a good cut. So I recommend holding it with two hands, having your material clamped down or secured, and then starting the saw and then making your cut. So like I said, we should have two hands on it, but for this I'm just going to do it quick to show you guys how it works. So we're unlocked. Okay, and we have our cut. So you can see that did take some time. You know, this is a brushed tool. So when you pull the trigger, look right in here and you'll be able to see the sparks that are being given off from the brushed motor. So I don't know if the camera's picking that up. You can see the sparks right in here. So that means that this tool is a brushed tool. Brushed tools are generally on the cheaper end. They generally don't last as long, but I always like to tell people that unless you're, a contractor and you're going to be using this tool every single day, just go with a brushed tool because the brushless are significantly more money. So I'll put a link in the description on where you could pick up this tool. I'll also put a link on where you could pick up some high quality Sawzall blades. So be sure to check out those links. Be sure to reach out in the comments if you have any questions, and be sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video if you found it helpful. And yeah guys, that pretty much does it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.